And happy Monday afternoon. It is the 10th of May. And I want to thank you for joining us. This is the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. I'm Eric Knowles, President, and like you to hear a word from our supporter.
Hi, I'm Matthew Pinzer, the Chief Marketing Officer at Jackson Health System. We're proud to be partnering with the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce to bring you this video series. We hope that it helps you to find new business opportunities across our community, and we look forward to working with you as we move into a new year.
So we're back. And, I always say I'm excited because I am so privileged to have some of the most exciting folks and people that I've known for many years doing so many great things in our community. And today, no, we have none other than Miss Elaine Black, who is the CEO of the Liberty City Community Revitalization Trust. Elaine, I am so used to knowing you running tools for change, so I have to get used to that. Hold on one second. I'm Paris. I'm not sure if I hear you. I'm hearing some typing going on. So I don't know if that's you, Paris, or where that's coming from. Elaine, you're not typing, are you?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm hearing. I'm not sure if everyone is hearing that. That's yeah, interesting. Okay, it stopped. But anyway, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Eric. It's a beautiful day down here in Miami. We have a little rain, but we need a little rain to keep the flowers growing, and the sun is always shining. It's back to shining again here in Liberty City.
Well, I love the rain because I love being in my garden, and it's one thing to have to keep watering and having the rain is great. So so great to see you. We're so much engaged in so many things in our community that we engage in together. So let folks know a little bit about Elaine Black and her journey.
Well, Elaine Black has been here in South Florida for over 30 years. And the fun part about it is I've always been here in the Liberty City community. So I've seen the Liberty City community grow. I was just sending off a email today to the History Museum and to the Black Archives because we're going to be doing a piece on the growth and development of the Liberty City community, going all the way back to the 40s and 30s when it first began and to now, because we have seen such a fantastic transition of this community. And we want to document what has happened and the role that the residents of the community plays in the redevelopment and stabilization of its communities.
Oh, that's great. Actually, I was speaking to someone with the Miami Herald, and I know they're working on something looking back at Black Miami. I don't know if you've been engaged with them at all.
No, I have not talked with them yet about that. Several years ago, well, the Liberty City Trust was actually created in 2006. I work as the Model City Trust actually began in 2002. Our whole focus has always been the redevelopment of the Liberty City community. First, going in and buying up as many of the properties as possible and creating development sites for homeowners as well as commercial development to come into the community. Because one of the biggest things that inhibits the redevelopment of any community is not having site control. So that was our first goal, to create site control. And we were able to do that and create parcels of land where development could occur. We have many single family lots, and most of them have been sold. And we're going to have the first of June, probably our last sale of properties. And we offer them to uh, open RFP. We offer them to anyone in the community to come in and bid on these sites. And as a result of that, we personally have been involved with the development of 58 single-family units, as well as assisting in the development of about 700 units of multi-family here in the Liberty City community. So things are happening, and we always want to ensure that the residents of the Liberty City community, of District 5 in the city of Miami, have an opportunity to move into these communities, because they are going to be, and they are now, some of the best places to live and work in, I'm going to say, the city of Miami, and definitely Miami-Dade County, and South Florida, because I see the dynamic opportunities that are coming, because of just the land that we have and the forethought that went into this area to ensure that we do have some good schools, we do have good parks, and we're making sure the infrastructure in the communities are all that we need.
Well, I know you talk about the land in Liberty City. The one thing that we know is that a lot of folks are looking at Liberty City. We talk about gentrification. We talk about people, our community losing a lot of the property. What is your thought on those things?
We are, in many cases, we're losing property because a lot of people do not know how to keep their properties, or they leave their properties to relatives that do not have an appreciation of the property. And when someone comes in and offers you twice the amount of money, 3 times the amount of money that you ever thought that you would get for that property, you immediately come in and buy that property. You immediately sell that property. And that's what's happened a lot of times here in the Liberty City community. Therefore, the commissioner has put together a program called Homeownership Preservation Project that actually assists the homeowners in, number one, rehabbing their property, especially the exterior of their property. And we have worked very closely with Rebuild Florida, going back to Hurricane Irma in 2017, to make sure as many of our property owners can get their properties rehabbed. So, yes, people are definitely coming in and buying properties, and as a result of that, there are more LLCs owning properties. But we're about ensuring that as many as possible residents who own properties have an opportunity to stay in their properties and to get their properties rehabbed. And when they do decide to sell, they will get the best property value. Encourage other people to come into the neighborhoods, because there are going to be a lot of new opportunities here in Liberty City, and we want to be able to encourage people to come in and buy.
And you talk about new opportunities. Obviously, the Liberty Square project is a major project happening in the heart of Liberty City. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, it is well on its way. I just left there about 10 minutes ago before I came online, and the development is ongoing. Number one, what we're focusing our attention now on is that there is going to be about 60 units of townhouses there. And we want to make sure that as many people in our community as possible have an opportunity to buy one of those properties. In addition, there is going to be the whole redevelopment of the original Liberty Square Community Center. That property will be redeveloped. There will be a school developed in that area for kids from 0 to 8th grade. There will be a new supermarket. So the area will be totally redeveloped. And we want to ensure that the residents are part of it. So they are creating a ongoing, but a new effort to ensure safety by having a new security program. But the point is that, yes, things and that may be one of the last places that you can buy properties here in the Liberty City area, because so many of our single family units have already been sold or they're under someone else's control. So we don't have the properties we used to have available to sale here in the community.
Right. And then talk about, as you were saying earlier, that a lot of folks, you know, they're left property by a grandparent or someone in the family, and a lot of times that's how we end up losing properties, or the taxes aren't paid. How do you as Liberty City Trust, how do you focus on that, or do you?
We do on an individual basis. Number one, we know a lot of people within the community over the years that I've been here personally, and we work very closely with the Charles Hadley Park Neighborhood Association. We have seminars on what is involved with writing a will, what is involved with probate court, how do you go about leaving your properties to the appropriate people within your family. So we definitely have ongoing programs to help educate the people. In addition, individuals who have challenges with getting their houses rehabbed, the city of Miami has a single family rehab program. We ensure that people take advantage of that. And now we have a homeownership preservation program, and we're encouraging our residents to take advantage of that. That program is June 1st, 2020. 2021, so that's really special because it was supposed to just ended on April 3rd. We got this extended another month, and we're encouraging people to take advantage of that program. It will be a lottery because we know that a lot of people don't want to take advantage of it because it will allow you to do some hardening of your homes. That means repairing your roof, putting in new windows and doors, and other outside improvements in your property. We have an ongoing program, which is the single family rehab program, which allows more for interior work, like putting in the bathroom, kitchen, or other electrical improvements in your house.
Let me
Working on that.
Let me ask you this. I know, do you work with the veterans VA? Because I know there's programs for veterans for rehabbing. Do you work with them at all?
I have worked with the veterans, and any of our veterans here in the Liberty City area, we definitely have worked with them. We are very close to the veterans community in that there is an American Legion here in Liberty City. There is an American Legion at 64th and Northeast 7th Avenue. So the veterans will work with the veterans or anyone who does have a property here and making sure that they can maintain their properties and sell it to when they're ready to sell it.
All right. So what would you say, my last question for you, for our young folks who want to live on Brickell Avenue and Miami Beach, what would you say to them about Liberty City?
Well, I would say that if you're interested in creating equity and wealth, come to the city. If you're interested in getting rid of your money and living in poverty, live there.
So if someone wants to get in touch with you, how can they do that?
Oh, you can always reach me on my cell is always the best way. And that's 786-355-7654. 786-355-7654. And we're physically located at the Nancy and Miller Dawkins Swimming Complex, and that's located 4800 Northwest 12th Avenue. 4800 Northwest 12th Avenue.
Well, thank you so much. And those of you who are watching, if you want to know more about the chamber, you can call us at 305-751-8648, or you can go to our website, www.m-dcc.org. Elaine, thank you so much. I look forward to continue to work with you as we, do what we do, trying to improve our community. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and please come to Liberty City to live. It's the best place to live and work in all of Miami-Dade County. Thank you.
Thank you so much.